This the NC beat. I got a freak elite like Pablo Pete. 980 the Neo folders where the Charlotte leaks. 252 for the Greenville. Hat on blue for the Tar Heels. I can edge them on this paradox like crack foes, like the locks. We knock bolts and the notch. Now I know when he talks how I can't even announce the parascript and reach the dot. Cause when this ball point to close, my mental travel hellish spots like astro projection. Cannot conjoint the two of us if there is no connection. But you can close section. The NCB, the NCB. The NCB, the NCB, whoa, whoa.
Okay, Mr. Jackson, I love you, Mr. Jackson. For real, I do.
I almost got away. If it wasn't for that goddamn Gerald Jackson and the NCB mob, I almost got away. Got to be more careful.
I wasn't gonna go live tonight because I was tired from last night. Because I was gonna be one of y'all. Damn, I was so tired from last night. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. I said, well, I'll come live because there's some stuff going on out here in these streets. And you know, I got to come and talk about all this carrying on out here in these streets. And let me tell y'all, I'm not the one tonight. I'm not the one tonight. I'm telling you, I'm not the one tonight. Don't come over here with that drama. Don't come over here with that bullshit. Make sure you put the kids under the bed. If you don't like what we're talking about, if you don't like what we have to say, you can easily unfollow. You can block yourself, or we can do it for you. We have several hundreds of moderators in the chat where we can block you. And if we can't catch you tonight, trust and believe somebody that already screenshotted your comment and your profile, and they done sent it into the baddest blogger. And we gonna get you. We will serve that warrant, okay, tomorrow. If we don't get you tonight, if your comment go fast tonight and we can't catch you, you will be caught. You will be caught, and you will be brought to justice. You will go on that block list. So I just want to let you know on tonight, don't come over here with that shit, okay? We got this young man coming out here saying that his teacher, when he was 12 years old, his teacher was 25 at the time, sexually abused him. And you know, in today's age, I'm just over all this stuff. I really am. And I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all on tonight, and I'm gonna keep it 100. Cause that's all I know how to do is keep it 100. Keep it 100. All I know how to do is keep it 100. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so if you in here tonight, shout out your city, shout out your hood, shout out where you watching from on tonight. We appreciate y'all. Listen, if you're feeling generous tonight, make sure you send me $1. All right, let me get a lobster and some other steak tomorrow, because you know I've been doing good all week, last week and this week. So shout you out. Thank you so much. Send me $1. You can send it to Zelle and you can send it to Cash App. If you can't send no dollar, that's a shame on you, but please share the live. All right, you can send a share around the world. Sharing is caring. Okay, as long as it's anything other than borrowing money. All right, because you hoes don't like to pay back. You don't like to pay back. Shout out to everybody. Let me see where y'all watching from on tonight. Winston-Salem in the chat on tonight. What up with y'all? What up Bristol? What up Carlton? What up Jackson, Mississippi, Bainbridge. Okay, there go my girl, Miss Burt. What up? Okay, I need to come through, get some food. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bainbridge in this mud. Las Vegas in the house. Raleigh, yo. Fayetteville, Wide Awake. Okay, Wide Awake in the building on tonight. Listen, share the live. Have y'all seen this stuff going on? Oh my God. So let me get right into it. I'm trying to be better this year, y'all. I have watched y'all comments. I have taken it into consideration. I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to give y'all time. I'm trying to interact with y'all. I'm trying to get to the facts first before I start roasting. I'm trying, y'all. Bear with me. I'm trying. It's a one-man show, and I do a very good damn job at it. I got motherfucking 820 legs over this bitch like an octopus. I got a computer set up everywhere, monitors everywhere, TVs everywhere. I got a whole newsroom over this mother. So we trying. So just be patient. One story at a time, please. One story at a time, please. I only can be on the phone with one person at a time, please. So this young man, let me put this picture up here. So let me put this up here. So this young man right here, this is Jeremiah Williams. All right. I think now Y'all know I'm bad for putting the wrong people names attached to the story. So let me just make sure I got the right name going on before we proceed. All right. I think we got it right. Okay. So this is Jeremiah Williams, right? He was 12 years old in Georgia, Statesville, Georgia. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure I got my stuff up here together. Hold on. Give me one moment. Whew. All right, y'all. These stories, they come so fast, you don't even have time to get yourself familiar with the story. Okay, so let me put his picture back up here. Okay, so this young man right here. Now, many of you may not have seen the video going around, but he's going viral right now. Okay, now he was a former student at Langston Chapel Middle School in Statesboro, Georgia. Okay, when he was 12 years old. Okay, he did all 3 years, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. All right, all 3 years. Now, he said that while he was there, he met this guy right here. He's a teacher. His name is Antonio Maurice Brantley. Okay. Now it's obvious that this man is a girl. It's obvious that he's walking around with a throw pillow in his pants. It's very obvious. So I don't even know why people would even go around these type of people like that. Not saying that you don't supposed to, but I just feel like, let me just get to this. Let me just finish before I get to what I got to say. So anyways, yes, a rose's throw pillow. We ain't want to put all them other pictures up because we ain't want to, we don't listen. Okay. But Jeremiah alleged that this pastor, this preacher, this wannabe, this soul man of God, sexually abused him, not one time, but he alleged that he abused him 3 times on 3 different occasions. Now, y'all already know how I feel when people make allegations in today's world with no receipts, so I have to be both sides on this. I'm on nobody's side on this story. I tried to reach out to get everybody's side. Nobody's returning phone calls. Everybody done turned their phones off, done, shut down their messages because journalists gonna ask real questions. Now, I want to see some evidence in the next 24 hours because it's so bad when you go to social media and we don't know who you are. And there's no excuse. Trust and believe. There's no excuse for a 25-year-old man messing with a 12-year-old child. No excuse at all. No excuse at all. But social media has become this place where it is so easy to target and tarnish Black men's names with no evidence at all. We could just go to the internet. Don't nobody know who you are. We don't know if you're a dangerous liar, a serial liar. We don't know what you've been doing, what you do. And people take what they say and run with it with no proof at all. Now, if I'm going to come to the internet on you, what I do, I drop them receipts, don't I? I drop them receipts, don't I? I'm not coming up here speculating and just saying something although my credibility is good where I could just report something and it has, don't have to put proof up there and people going to believe it because I operate in integrity. But when you go to the internet with stuff like this, you got to come with the receipts. You got to do what Big Lotto said. You got to put it on the floor. But this young man who seems so genuine, and I believe him, I believe him, to an extent. I believe him. I believe it because it's so genuine. Normally when you listen to people tell stories, you can't get it. It's just all over the place. But I felt his heart. I felt like something did happen to him. And if this man did this, he needs to be in jail. He needs to be in jail right now. The police need to go kick his damn door down right now, Antonio Maurice Brantley. And you know what? This is so crazy because, this is just so crazy. But I'm going to play this video, but I first want to read this statement that the young man made on social media a day before he did his video. Okay. He did his video on the 14th, okay, on Tuesday, but he made this status on the 13th. Okay. He says, please share and repost. Hey, Facebook family and friends, this is not a post that I thought I'd be posting today, but hey, I'm living in my truth and it's time to tell my story. As most friends and family know, I attended Langston Chapel Middle School all 3 years, and I like to highlight an incident that occurred my first year attending the school. While attending the school, I got close with many teachers and students. Most people that went to the school during my duration being there can say I had a strong bond with a teacher that goes by Antonio Maurice Brantley. This teacher has done unthinkable things to me that no sixth grader should ever have to go through. The thing that I went through, the thing that were done to me are far beyond acceptable. I was touched by this man on multiple occasions, sometimes even inside of the school at basketball games and even during regular school hours. I'm speaking on this now because I'm now fully aware of what I went through and how much trauma has been caused to me during my whole middle years, even up until I told my mom, which was recent in a couple of weeks before I moved. My mom has always asked, has anyone touched me? And I would never think back on the incident with Antonio Maurice Brantley. So I always say no. Reason being, I thought it was okay for so. I'm sorry, I misread that. Let me see. So I always say no. Reason being, I thought it was okay for so. And the reason I thought it was okay because it confirmed my sexuality in my mind. And that's what I thought was okay at the time. During this time, I was 12 years old and was so oblivious to the situation. But now I'm demanding justice and my story will be heard. Hold on, y'all. I think somebody keep calling my phone. Okay, so that was... okay, so that was his statement that he put up on social media. Okay, and this young man really came to the internet and he stated that he came because he found out that the teacher I guess is still working at another school. I've reached out to the school district to try to get a statement to try to see, why did anyone at this school know about this inappropriate relationship with this young man and this teacher? Did anybody know that this teacher, and let me put his picture back up here for you all can see. Did anybody know that this guy was around this young man doing these things? And I couldn't get in contact with the family. I reached out to everybody, but I did some little math to try to figure out the age in the situation. And so Richard right here, he's 31 right now. He's 31 years old right now. But in 2018, he was 25 years old. Okay. And his birthday is December the 1st. Okay. So, you calculate that his year and, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Jeremiah just turned 18 in August. So he would have been 12 in 2018. So that's how I came up with, what year happened, or, and all that method. But anyways, he made a video and he went into 3 incidents where he talked about the first one was basically how he was trying to figure himself out and he was going through bullying and he liked to hang around teachers and stuff like that. And he made, he was cool with those teachers who liked him, that wanted to be cool with him. So he stated that, Antonio Maurice Brantley were one of those teachers that he became cool with. And, he later found out that, hey, he's not so cool. He said that one day he was in ISS and it was just him and it was just Mr. Brantley. He stated that they were playing, joking around, laughing, and Antonio allegedly grabbed his penis and he said that he grabbed it back, and one thing led to another, oral sex. He talked about another incident where he said that he was leaving a basketball game or something, and his mom, he needed a ride, but his mom told him to find one. And Mr. Brantley offered him a ride and took him home. But before they left, he said that they stopped by a bathroom on the way out. And Brantley went inside of the bathroom, locked the door, came back, opened up the door. His pants was down. His pants were unbuckled. He said he gave him oral sex. They left. He gave him oral sex all the way home, allegedly. And he talked about another incident where this so-called preacher and man of God tried to basically manipulate his mom to get her to believe that he wanted to tutor this 12-year-old at the time. And the young man stated that when they got back to Swainsboro, Georgia, because he said that Antonio Brantley was living with his mama at the time, so they were at her house. You know, now where's she at? Where you at, Miss Brantley? Where you at? Yeah, we gonna call you out too. Where you at? Did you know this was going on inside your home, ma'am, in Swainsboro, Georgia? Why you sitting up here acting like, ain't no need to be over there shaking like no stripper now. Ain't no need. Ain't no need to be in that closet hiding now. Open up the doors. Ain't no need. No. It ain't no need. No. It's not no need. Make sure y'all share this live. It ain't no need. Ain't no need for y'all to be over there shaking like no stripper now. Where was you at, ma'am? Since y'all was at your house, Where was you at, ma'am? Where? Okay. So he said that when they got back to Maurice Brantley's mom's house in Swainsboro, Georgia, he said it was no tutoring at all. It was nothing like that. It was nothing but grooming and alleged sexual activity. That's what he said. Those were his words. And I'm going to play his video so you guys can hear what he said on his live video. Give me one moment.
I'm gonna wait till a little bit more people join. Because people can state their opinions on the situation all they want. At the end of the day, nobody didn't have to fucking go through it but me. So, I could care less what anybody else has to say about the situation. This situation is something that I have been battling with for a long time, almost going on 7 years. When people start to ask me questions like, why are you just not coming out about the situation, or why haven't you been saying anything or anything like that? You didn't go through it. Shit like that can ruin a person's mind, mental, all that. That shit was stripped away from me at 12 years old. You weren't in it, so you couldn't tell me what the fuck to do. You can't. So, with that being said, everybody can just keep their comments to themselves because you didn't go through it and you didn't have to go through it. With that being said, I would like for everybody to stop saying that I'm healed from the situation. I've seen a couple posts, people saying that I'm healed and stuff. I am not healed by the situation, but I am at peace with the situation. I can't say I'm healed with the situation because I'm just becoming like fully aware of what I actually went through. Like that shit fucking with your boy, no lie. But it happened. I went through it. So 6th grade, the beginning of 6th grade wasn't bad at all. I would say it was towards the middle of 6th grade when stuff started to get shaky. I felt as though I started questioning my sexuality. And yeah, bullying was going on. A lot of that was going on during that time. So I really didn't have any friends or nothing like that, of anything of that sort. So I was always cool with teachers, you know, anybody that could be in my corner, I wanted to be cool with. Antonio Maurice Brantley was one of them people. He was one of the people that I thought was in my corner during that time, and I felt as though I could trust him. Now we all obviously can see that I could not do that. First incident occurred during the middle of my 6th grade year. I was in the ISS room. It was just me and Antonio Maurice Brantley in the ISS room. We were joking and laughing. We were playing, and it was no context to what he did, but he grabbed my, as y'all can imagine what I'm thinking about, and I'm not talking about my rear area. I didn't know how to feel. I stood in shock, and I stood there. A couple minutes later, I did it back to him, and one thing led to another, and I ended up giving him oral sex in the classroom. That's the first incident. During this time, I was what you can say is rewarded by the things that I was doing. Me and another student, and this other student DM'd me last night when I came about my story. He asked me why I didn't tell him, because he was also cool with Maurice Brantley. Anybody that knows, that man bought me iPhone 8 Plus during the time I was in 6th grade. He bought me AirPods, food, anything. You can ask anybody that went to that school. He hovered over me like I was a golden child. I could never do no wrong. I could never get in trouble, because Maurice Brantley will always protect me no matter what. When I would get in trouble with teachers, they would send me to Mr. Brantley. Shit. So, yeah. Second incident. After a basketball game, my mom allowed Antonio Maurice Brantley to take me home after a basketball game, because I asked her, could I stay? But she told me that I had to find a ride. Like I said, after the basketball game, Maurice Brantley proceeded to take me home, and before we stopped to get to his car, we stopped by the bathroom. He went in the bathroom by himself. He locked the door behind him. He then came out of the bathroom still unbuckling his pants while they were still down. I then proceeded to grope to his groin area, and then we proceeded to leave the school. As we're leaving the school, on the way home, I gave him head all the way home.
This is so sad.
Yeah. So that happened. There was a third incident that occurred before everything went to stops, and it was one weekend. He talked my mom into thinking that he was going to tutor me. He picked me up from my house that morning, and we went back to his home in Swainsboro, where he was living at with his mother. And there was no tutoring done whatsoever. There was nothing but grooming and sexual activity the whole time. As we left his house, once again, the whole way home, I get in bed. During the time this shit was occurring, I didn't tell nobody because you don't really know what to do when shit like that is actually happening to you. It's like something that I can't even explain. Like, you can't, like, nobody is prepared to go through anything like that. And I don't want anybody to ever really go through something like that. Okay, fast forward to my 18th birthday. Mind you, the years have gone by. I have not had contact with this man. I have not texted him or anything. I can't say that I still had him on social media, on all my social medias. I still had him on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all that. So, fast forward, my 18th birthday approaches, and he messages me, and my mother has the messages. I still have the messages. I still can screenshot the messages. He texts me apologizing about what he did to me, and that he couldn't explain. He didn't know why he did what he did. And in my mind, it had been going on so long that I feel like the situation was okay. I did not respond in the way that people think I would have responded. I didn't respond in the way that I should have responded. I responded as if though I still wanted him to do things that he was doing to me. He quickly texted me back with, what do you mean, or whatever the case may be, and I left it at that. I didn't text him back. Fast forward, thank you for my best friend, because y'all, friends are, I'm thankful for the friends that I have, and I'm thankful for the people that I call my friends, because without my best friend, Savon, I don't even know if I would be able to even acknowledge this situation as it is. I thought I was at peace with the situation by not speaking on it or not thinking about it at all. As I stated in my Facebook post, my mom has questioned me. My phone stayed checking. My mama questioned me multiple times. Has anybody ever touched you? And my answer was always no, because in the back of my mind, I thought what was happening was right, because in my mind, it glorified my sexuality, because I didn't know what I wanted at the time, but that is what confirmed for me. That is what confirmed for me what I wanted. And so I didn't think that it was wrong. Okay, with that being said, he texted me back and said, what do you mean I didn't respond, whatever the case may be. Fast forward, me and Savah, we had stopped, we've always been friends on and off for a good while, but it was never no bad blood, never nothing like that. My mom knows Savah well. Savah has been in my house. My mom knows Savah is a good friend of mine. And one night, I was at Savah's house, and she went out the room to go in the kitchen, and I don't know what hovered over my mind to tell her that these things were occurring with Antonio Maurice Brantley, but I felt the need to tell her. Mind you, I talk about any and everything with Savah, so I felt the need to tell her. I end up explaining the situation to Savah as if I would say, in my opinion, as if it was funny. That's how I felt. I explained the situation to Savah. She quickly stared at me like I was fucking stupid and told me, Jeremiah, you were sexually assaulted. And explained to me that what happened was not right. In my mind, it immediately clicked, and she immediately told me that I needed to tell my mom. I called my mom on the phone, and I let her know. And honestly, I'm thankful that I don't delete messages, or I didn't delete the messages of him telling me that he was sorry for the things that he had done. But I ended up calling my mama, and I ended up telling her the situation. Lost for words. I won't wish that shit on anybody. I won't wish that shit on anybody. My mama felt as though it was her fault that I wasn't protected. And I can't explain how that shit made me feel. Because at the end of the day, we always think it's our mothers as mothers, but they're fucking human beings and they have feelings too. So I heard the hurt in my mama's voice, and I just instantly broke down. Because, what can you do, bro? What can you do when it's already done? There's nothing you can do when it's already done. So, yeah. Now, quickly fast forwarding to the whole coming out situation. Anybody know I came out last, I want to say a day before Thanksgiving last year. And, yeah, I just was going through a really rough time. I was really depressed. I didn't know what was going on. I let my mama know that I was feeling depressed. No, I did not want therapy because I felt as though I did not feel like I knew what the problem was. Whenever I was asked, well, what's wrong with you? Or why do you feel this way? Or why are you so depressed? Or why are you beating yourself up? Or why are you so stressed out? It was always I don't know. It was always, I don't know. And I want anybody to know that whoever asked me or whoever tried to check up on me and I told them I don't know, that's because I really did not know. I did not know what, I couldn't tell anybody. I didn't know. It's not that I didn't want to talk to nobody. It's not that I didn't want to open up, but I felt as though my feelings were, I did not know what was wrong with me. I just felt trapped. So fast forward, I ended up coming out. What I thought was the reason that I was so depressed and so stressed out and all this and just so beat up and just so worn out, at a young age. What are you so worn out for? It got to a point where I thought it was work. I'm 17. What the fuck is work stressing me out for? Yeah, I just thought it was so many other things, and I tried to make it so many other things because I did not want to face this situation. So yeah. End up coming out. That fixed nothing. It gave me a sense of clarity that I was able to be who I finally am, and I was able to just finally be me. Yeah, so that gave me a little bit of peace of mind, but quickly after, shit just went right back down. I decided that I wanted to move to Colorado, because I wanted a fresh start. I felt as though I did not belong in Statesboro. I did not want to stay in Statesboro at all. That's just how I felt. I'm sorry. So, yeah, that's just how I felt. During the time up to a couple months before me moving, me and my mama went through a very rough patch. This is not for me to, I'm not saying this as to degrade my mother or anything. We have a great relationship. I feel though is where I went wrong at, and why we were bumping heads is because, like I said, I did not understand that my mom was human. I think that's really where I fucked up at. I was putting all the blame on her. This situation, everything, I was definitely putting the blame on her. And I shouldn't have at all. And I'm sorry. and I can't take it back. But it happened. Yeah, it took for me to stand on the front porch with my mama and bawl my eyes out for 35 minutes to understand where she was coming from. I had to understand that she's a human. She got feelings too, and she also goes through things. So, yeah, we still had, I let her know about the situation, like I said, and why I keep saying I'm at peace at the situation, I'm not healed, is because I'm so at peace at the situation. When I called my mom to let her know what had happened, I told her I did not want nothing to happen to that man. I told her, I'm letting you know this so you can get a sense of clarity of what I'm going through, because you've always asked what's wrong with me. So she needed that closing. Like, she needed that. So yeah, I told her not want nothing to happen to him. To this day, I said what I said. I do not want nothing to happen to that man. I just want him to be away from kids. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I just want him to be away from kids. That's how I feel about the situation. That's what I say. Also, I am asking for Justin. I'm asking for everybody to share my story around, because I want him away from kids. A couple of people have got in my DMs and said that he was teaching at a middle school in Henry County. To my knowledge, or the last thing I saw that he was teaching in Augusta. So I don't really know. Police report has not been filed yet upon me, because I have not done it yet. I will be looking into it, and I will be doing it, and I will be doing what I need to do for me to heal from this situation and get better. I just thank everybody for sharing my story. I think for everybody just being in my corner. Just watch y'all kids, man. People who you think are safe, like, it's an evil world. You really don't know, bro. I want everybody to just be safe. And yeah, I just thank everybody. I thank my family that I have y'all in my corner. And I'm sorry to anybody who I've hurt during this journey, because I can say I was a very angry person. I'm sorry to my family for the time I can't give y'all back, because family gatherings, I weren't there. I always told y'all no. I didn't want to be around y'all in y'all presence. So I just apologize to everybody. It's nothing that I can go back and fix, because we can't rewind time. But yeah, this is the situation at hand, and I just ask that everybody keep sharing my story, and I'm thankful for everybody, and I just hope y'all have a good day.
Okay, y'all. So that was Jeremiah Williams share his story about when he was 12 years old and how he was sexually abused by this man right here, who is supposedly so-called want to be a man of God. But let me tell you something, God ain't called you. I don't understand why y'all let these crooks sit up here with these collars around, these white collars around their necks, and then when they take them off, they're dirty, because they are dirty. Dirty, 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 dirty. And he alleged, like I told y'all, in those 3 incidents where this man right here allegedly did those things to him. And I'm so glad that he did come out and tell this, because now I wonder how many kids, how many kids has he done this to, in the schools that he's in now, or wherever he's at now. Now the schools are going to ask children, like, hey, have you had any contact with him? Because you have a former student coming out saying that this happened to him. And if true, you need to be in jail right now. Someone was sending me something saying that the man was arrested, but I'm sorry, y'all, I'm a little tired. They sent me something saying that Antonio Maurice Brantley was arrested, but I can't find anything online about that. But this young man is very courageous, and he's very brave to come out and tell this story. And I understand why he did it. Now I can't, You know, I tell people all the time, you know, when you're a certain age, you know when right is right, wrong is wrong. Say something. Say something then. Say something then. You know, say it then because you can protect somebody else then. But I also understand that he had to come out and tell the people his story because this man, and you know you're doing something wrong, why would you even still be in that type of environment? If you know you out here violated a young boy at 12 years old, why are you still out here teaching at schools? Why? The only reason is because you're trying to prey on the next child that you can prey on and get the next person that you can prey on until somebody parent come up to that school and do what they do to your ass. But um it needs to be known because if there are other victims who were in his shoes, afraid to tell, don't know how to tell, you heard him say it's something that you can't even explain. Like, who prepares to go through life being sexually abused? You know what I'm saying? And then you were the adult, dude. You the grown person. And I seen people go online and, a lot of people say, hey, oh, well, he wanted it and he was touching him and he knows what he's doing at 12, but you are the adult. You are the grown person. You the one should know right from wrong, wrong from right. I mean, you are the one. Okay. All right, hold on, y'all. Give me one moment, y'all. What I was saying was, you the one, you know what I mean? So you the one, you the grown person. You are the grown person. So you the one need to be in jail. You the one wrong. You the one had the right to say, stop, go away. I can't do this. It's my job. What are wrong with you? You are the one. And now you done threw your whole life away. See, I done told y'all about playing with God. Y'all keep playing with the Lord, and you're going to keep finding yourself in these situations. Keep playing with God. God is exposing y'all. I mean, it is so sad that y'all pastors and wannabe preachers is out here messing with these children. Leave these kids alone. Go get help. Matter of fact, the police need to come pick y'all ass up. Y'all need to go to jail. Go to jail. It's so sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. It's really sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. And I hope this stuff is true. I hope this young man gets justice if it's true. And then they told me that Maurice made a video earlier or something today. And he took it down, or the police shut it down, or something. I don't know, but I'm sure since that video, he has reached out to the authorities. And then the thing about it is, you so dumb enough to even apologize. Why would you? I mean, I don't know. They got you, bro. You done for. That apology, you are done for. The nerve of you to abuse someone, knowing, and then to do it as a teacher. The school need to be sued. The school need to be sued. The school need to be sued. Y'all need to be sued because y'all are just as much as responsible. Y'all should not be having your staff sexually abusing children at your school. Everybody need to be sued. The principal, the board of education, the superintendent, everybody need to. Human resources, all y'all hoes need to be sued for allowing a teacher to allegedly sexual abuse a 12-year-old, and then y'all was sending him to the teacher. Sending him to the teacher when he get in trouble. Sending him to the teacher. Just sending him to the teacher. And it makes me wonder, y'all didn't know what was going on? How clicked up was y'all? How cool were y'all with this alleged predator? How cool? I mean, y'all just sending him. He said it. They knew who to send me to. When I got in trouble, they sent me to Maurice Brantley. Antonio Maurice Brantley. That's what he said. Y'all are disgusting. Y'all are disgusting. Y'all are really sick. Y'all are really disgusting. Sick, nasty, disgusting. Yeah, I'm glad that he got those messages as well, because that's evidence. That's admission. I'm sorry for what I did to you. And then he's telling his story about what you did to him. That is admission. That is admission. So yeah. It's so, man, it's so sad. It's nasty. It's so sad. I just don't understand. It's so sad. And again, all of them need to be sued and in jail. And again, y'all, please tell your children tonight. Don't wait till tomorrow. Tell them tonight. If somebody is inappropriately touching them at the school, let you know. Your child should be able to come home and feel comfortable enough to tell you what's going on at school. So these predators can start being held accountable early. So we're praying for this young man, that he continue to heal, that he continue to soar, that he continue to do what God has called him to do. He has a very purposeful life. He really do. He has a very purposeful life. And I just honestly feel like that when people go through stuff like this, God's going to make sure they're set for life. He's going to make sure they set for life and that they're good for life. But that is an admission of guilt, to text him and to apologize. And you thought you was going to get away, and he did the right thing. And I want to tell all the other victims, if they text you and they apologize, take it to the police, because that's evidence. That's the truth to your story right there. So anyways, y'all, I'm out. Peace. We won't be live tomorrow. We'll be back live. Wait. No, yeah, I'm gonna cancel tomorrow. We're not gonna be live tomorrow. I'll be live Saturday night and then Sunday. All right. So we'll see y'all Saturday and Sunday. Thank y'all so much for tuning in on tonight. Y'all keep praying for these people, man. Pray for these people. Pray. People are going through, and I just feel like 2025 is not going. 2025 is just not gonna. Hey, thank you. Thanks, Gerald, for being you and all that you do. You help this young man on so many others about sharing. Yes. Thank you so much. Yes, share his story, y'all. And you know what? I believe him for real. I really do. I believe him. These are one of these stories where I really believe. I believe him. I believe his story. I believe his story. And you know, you have some people that come out here tell these stories, they be everywhere. Then you be like, okay, what a proof at? You know, but I believe this young man, and you know, I hope that he's turned everything over to the police so the police can get him. Because this right here is crazy. This is crazy. All right, B Mob. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. The pizza hat came, y'all. So that's what I was that's why I had to go to the door and get some pizza that I ordered. All right, y'all. Y'all pray for me, pray for my voice, pray for my voice. I need a rest. That's why I got to take tomorrow off. I got to rest my voice. All right, y'all. Good night. Peace. They're like, dang, Gerald, that voice sound like